Good evening, guys. I'm Landon Walsh of Walsh Film.
I am Billy Do Wrong of Billy Do Wrong 15, channel to be.
We're doing another episode of Game School 101 to debate, study, and teach everything about games 101.
Indeed.
Today's topic is we're going to discuss our favorite games in each genre of the main categories of games for all these games.
Alrighty, the first genre is free roam.
Favorite free roam game would probably have to be. I always hated free roam because I never knew where to go until one free roam was the only free roam I ever beat and enjoyed until recently is Arkham City, which is the first free roam I ever beat because it was nice and I liked Batman a lot. So I think that one really helped in introducing me to free roams, and since then I've played a lot of free roams, but I'd have to give props to the first free roam that really got me into the free roam and how they work and stuff. So Arkham City is probably my favorite free roam.
Well, I'd have to say my favorite free roam that I've played right now that's out is probably Mafia 2 because there's the nostalgia and the fact that you can wear a suit and go around shooting with a Tommy gun. That's
heck yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah. Did you play Mafia 1?
I played I was 6 when it came out. I don't know how old I was, but I did play
Mafia 2,
10 minutes of it because my dad had it.
It isn't the Godfather games pretty much the same thing too?
Basically, except for they're not as good. I don't think anyway. I really like Mafia 2.
It's like a movie-based game. So Mafia 2, yeah, definitely. I played Mafia 2 for a little bit. Ran away from cops, shot Tommy guns at them. Wore an awesome pinstripe suit. Real great experience. So
it is very awesome. If you haven't played it,
the game came out a while ago too, so it's pretty cheap now.
March of 2010, I believe.
Yeah, so it's like $5 now, so there's no excuse.
Well, yep. All right, our next our next genre is first-person shooter. I will go first.
You go first. I play a lot of first-person shooters, but they all seem pretty generic. That's like my least favorite genre.
Well, first-person shooter is basically any
game where you see your arms.
Just
everybody knows that.
Golly gee whiz, I'd have to probably say this was on my top 10 list. If any of you saw that, I'd probably have to say my favorite was Call of Duty 3. That was very fun. It was the first Call of Duty I ever played. It holds a special spot in my heart.
First games of any genre I'm okay with because it's introduces you to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when sequels get unnecessary that I get mad. Anyway, I played a lot of first-person shooters. I'll list off a few of them that I liked. Like Dark Void was pretty cool. You got this awesome jetpack, but that's more of a third person. So stop product placement, Nate.
I had it over here.
If we show more product placement longer than 20 seconds, then we get sued and flagged. So anyway. Well, I did 5. Screw it. Anyway, favorite first-person shooter would probably be one of the multiplayer games that I played so many times. It's either Team Fortress or Killing Floor. Great first-person shooters, zombies, killing each other, soldiers. The two are probably a tie because I played them both equally with friends constantly. Team Fortress for its fluent controls and different kinds of classes you can do. Like the spy, who was also in an awesome pinstripe suit.
Oh, yeah.
Got a theme going on here. No, I'm kidding. Pyro, burn people, and then get score and unlock hats and pop culture references for your character. Really awesome. And then Killing Floor was it's a British game, which makes it funny because just how they react to each other in their happy British accents.
The banter is hilarious.
During the zombie apocalypse with their pistols, and they're giving each other a hard time, bantering back and forth during all this. And there's also different classes in that, pretty much the same classes as Team Fortress, but more realistic, like demolitions and things like that.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. If you haven't played it, you're stupid.
Killing Floor has more. The only difference, I think, is Killing Floor has zombies and has more realistic graphics, while Team Fortress is more cartoony and is mainly meant for multiplayer and killing other people. Next genre?
Next genre is RPG.
RPG. You go first. Ooh. I don't play a lot of RPGs.
Me neither, so I think the one I picked out for this one was probably Borderlands 1 or 2. I don't remember. But they were okay games. There's a lot of games out there with like RPG elements, but the one RPG game that I probably actually played is probably Borderlands. Borderlands. I played a little bit of Borderlands 1, like the first half, but I played most of Borderlands 2. It was okay. I mean, it'd be the only one I'd really pick out of that.
Yeah. When I don't really play a lot of something, I usually resort to nostalgia to answer it for me. And so once again, I'm gonna have to go with the first of something. And, like the first RPG I ever played was a game back, way back, is Titan Quest. I don't know if you heard of it. You ever heard that?
Vaguely. Very,
Yeah, where you play as like this Roman soldier and you upgrade your armor and everything, and you can be either a melee, a bow and arrow, or a sorcerer, and you got to work your way up the chain until you're fighting Hades himself. And it was really a fun experience. It was the first RPG I ever played and the first RPG I ever beat in the same thing. And I really liked the Greek gods theme. If it didn't have that theme, I probably wouldn't have finished it. And how like the first boss you fight is a centaur in the middle of a field, it really sets the tone for you. And everything's so customizable. Like you can buy paint and paint your armor and things like that. Played the sequel Titan Quest 2, where you go to hell and fight like things like that and Cerberus and stuff. It was okay, but still, I think Titan Quest is probably my favorite RPG.
Sounds very exciting. Very exciting. Our next genre, this is kind of a all of the above genre. It is action games.
Any action game.
Ooh.
I'll have to go with the game I played recently. The game that just really excited me and really just made my heart pump the entire experience would probably have to be Sleeping Dogs. That game is epic. You take all the excitement of car stealing and machine guns, and you add kung fu and parkour, and you got a match made in heaven. Well, it's 3 different matches, so match made in super heaven, I guess. So yeah, pretty exciting. And I never liked the Grand Theft Auto series because I liked it okay. I wouldn't know what to do. Once again, it's a sandbox game, but I liked it okay. It was always missing it felt lackluster to me, just walking around doing nothing. But then I played Sleeping Dogs, and that really showed me that sandbox games where you can just run around and shoot people in the head for no reason is really fun. So I think because of Sleeping Dogs and that, I might get Watch Dogs or play Grand Theft Auto 5 when it comes out. So once again, I thank that game for introducing me to a new genre.
Well, I've played that game. That game was really fun.
Yeah, you showed me it first, and
Yeah, when you first saw it, you thought it was okay. Parkour's cool, but
when I first saw it, I was like,
you got it for yourself. You're like, very awesome.
Yeah, when he first showed it to me, it just looked like
just
Grand Theft Auto
with parkour,
with a little bit of parkour. But then I saw game trailers and fan films, and I finally just bought it for myself. It was only like $10 because it's an old game, kind of like last year maybe. 2 years ago.
August. I remember the day, August 14th, 2012.
Yeah, pretty old.
Sorry.
But no, he's the date master.
It was a really fun game. It was.
It was extremely fun. So.
All right, so our next genre is puzzle games.
I think hands down is Portal.
Yeah,
Portal
obviously.
2. I'd say Portal, but Portal 2 steps up everything, the story, the action, everything from Portal 1. So Portal 2 is the quintessential puzzle game, and it was extremely fun. Funny story, GLaDOS turns into a potato, spoilers, but that part made me laugh out loud, and how Wheatley was designed to be an idiot just for the sake of science was just funny as crap. So
all right, no more spoilers.
That's all the spoilers you're going to get, but those are like all... The spoilers are the reason I love the game, which is why it makes it hard to talk about it. But yeah, Portal 2. I think we both agree on that.
That, of course, yes.
Yeah. Short review of that genre.
That was a great game. I have like good memories with that game. Let's see. We do have 2 more. Our next genre is horror games.
Horror games. I don't play a lot of horror games. I've played Killing Floor with the zombies, Left 4 Dead, things like that. Slender. Played Slender. Can't beat that game. Oh god.
If you look on his channel, there is a Bear Grylls Plays Slender on his channel.
That's another series. Thank you for the shout out. Another series I have.
Shout out.
Check the link in the description for Bear Grylls Plays, my series of videos where Bear Grylls takes you through fun gaming experiences.
I believe your recent one was Bear Grylls plays Gary's Mod with Doctor Who.
And Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, that
Gary's
was
Mod, Bear Grylls, and time travel. That's all you need to know about my series. So go check it out.
crazy good time.
Crazy fun time. Ooh.
All right, so I had to my horror.
I never said mine. I don't know. I listed off like 3 horror games I've played.
If you want to name one.
I've only played like 3, so one of those 3 is.
Well, I figured yours would be like Castlevania, because that was kind of a horror game
Oh yeah.
in some way.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow is more of a creepy game than it is a horror game.
But it was definitely fun.
Yeah, you fight vampires and werewolves, but they're more like video game. It is a video game, but the term video game enemies is like there's a billion of them, and you just whip them and they die in one hit. Video game fodder, but it's whipping things with a fire whip is always fun. So, Castlevania Lords of Shadow or like Killing Floor or something for that one. I think it's a tie.
Mine would probably have to be a more recent one, I'd have to say, is Metro Last Light, because that game is...
Heard good reviews about that. Yeah.
That game was really scary. I mean, like I said in my top 10, I had that on my top 10. There's this one mission where like you're walking down under a bridge, and you're just walking, no problem. You got a big machine gun, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no. You can't be scared when you got a machine gun.
And this isn't really a spoiler. It's kind of a set storyline. Mm-hmm. The set of Metro Last Light is in Atomic Russia, where like everything,
it's not the first game in the series, so I think anybody would know that it takes place in like Atomic Russia.
It is on the mission. Sorry, back to the mission. You're just walking under the bridge with your machine gun, and all of a sudden these two these are like atomic birds. They're like in the nuclear explosion. They form with the nuclear stuff.
Oh wow!
So they're huge.
Oh wow!
And they just attack you from both sides, like they're just waiting there for you.
Jump scares are always.
It is really creepy.
Jump scares are both the cheapest and the scariest way to ever get scared in a video game.
And for one, it is first person, so it's a little up front.
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna add one to my list. Fear.
The Fear series. Yes.
Fear 1 is the scariest. It took everybody by surprise. The jump scares from that little girl in the red dress and how you have to follow her bloody footprints around the level just scared the crap out of people. Fear 2 was less scary. It involved zombies and things, and the little girl was kind of in it, but not as big. And then Fear 3, you're trying to rescue Alma, so it's the least scariest.
It is definitely scariest.
I played through the entire game twice, and I counted the jump scares. There's only like 3. When the first Fear had them every 5 minutes. So
crazy.
Fear 1, there, I narrowed it down. Fear 1 or Castlevania Lords of Shadow are my favorite horror games. And that's all the genres we have. If we missed any...
we do have one more.
We do?
We have fighter games.
Fighter games? Oh, okay, fighter games.
Oh, crap.
But just saying for myself, personal fan. Oh, I love fighter games. They're one of my favorite genres of fighter games. Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, all those games. Mortal Kombat versus DC, which is pretty much Injustice versus Mortal Kombat, which is pretty awesome.
I'd have to. Okay.
Well, go ahead. I was just stating.
I'd have to say my favorite. Oh man, this is a tie between Injustice and the original Marvel versus Capcom.
Another good fighting game.
I'd probably have to say Marvel versus Capcom because it was just a classic. It was very fun.
I like those 8-bit sprites they used, or more like 32-bit, but still, I like the pixelated art design of those kind of games.
Very
sprites.
Cool.
I like sprites. That's what they're called. Those pixel art characters. My favorite fighting game though would probably it's either Injustice or like Mortal Kombat 3. I played Mortal Kombat 3. I got so involved in that game. I even Easter egg hunted in it, and I got a few of the Easter eggs in it too. Like I was looking online. I got Smoke, which was an Easter egg character. I found how to get him. You can get Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 3, but only if it's like a Japanese version of the game. I hunted that down. It was just extremely fun. All those, and all the Easter eggs. So probably Mortal Kombat 3 or Injustice. So, yeah.
Very fun. Very fun. All right, boys and girls, it is time to close down the game school. I am Dudley Do Wrong, and This is
Landon Walsh of Walsh Film. Stay classy, and the class is out.
it's not out yet because